BJP has condemned MIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi for his comment on India. Union Minister Venkaiah Naidu said that it is shameful that some leaders feel ashamed in hailing Mother India. Naidu also condemned those parties which supported the views of Owaisi. AIMIM leader Owaisi had earlier said he will not chant Bharat Mata Ki Jai. A JNU panel has recommended rustication of its student union president Kanhaiya Kumar, student leaders Omar Khalid, Anirban Bhattacharya and two others for anti-national activities. Final decision will be taken by a high-level committee led by the Vice-Chancellor. The CBI has decided to approach foreign governments to seek details of properties and investments held in other countries by embattled tycoon Vijay Mallya, accused of defaulting on a 9,000 crore rupee loan. The liquor baron has several properties in the United States, United Kingdom, France and Hong Kong. The ED has summoned Mallya to appear before it in the money laundering case on March 18th. Senior NCP leader and former Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Chhagan Bhujbal was arrested by the ED in Mumbai after 10 hours of questioning in connection with its probe in a money laundering case registered against him and others. The agency has filed 2 FIRs against Bhujbal, his son and nephew and others under the provision of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. He will be produced before a court today. India and New Zealand will battle it out in the first encounter of the Super 10 stage of World T20 in Nagpur today. India are the favourites going into the tournament, but New Zealand can take immense confidence from the fact that India have never beaten them in a 2020 international. In the Women's World T20, Indian Eves will meet Bangladesh in their opener at Bengaluru today. The government has set up a high-level committee to look into the issue of missing files related to 2004 Ishrat Jahan encounter case. The committee will see how the draft of the second affidavit filed in the case went missing. It will also probe the entire chain of file movements in the ministry during the period. In Assam, the notification for the second phase of assembly polls will be issued today. Polling will be held on the 11th of the next month in 61 seats in central and lower Assam in this phase. The 22nd of this month will be the last day of filing nominations. All political parties have intensified their campaigning. In Andhra Pradesh, in a major bus accident, 5 people including 4 students of Osmania Medical College were killed late on Monday at Gollapudi near Vijayawada. The deceased students were returning to Hyderabad from Amlapuram in a private bus when the accident occurred. 20 other medical students have sustained injuries and the condition of 2 students is said to be critical. Myanmar's parliament has elected Hitin Chaw as the next president, the first civilian to lead the country after more than 50 years of military rule. He is a close ally of Aung San Suu Kyi, whose National League for Democracy party swept to victory in the historic elections in last November. He beat another NLD candidate and one put forward by the military. The remaining 2 will be appointed as vice presidents. A spacecraft designed to search the atmosphere of Mars for clues of life on the surface of the red planet has successfully been launched. The ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter or TGO was launched from Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. After completing its 7-month journey, TGO will arrive on the planet on 19th October. The Syrian presidency has said Moscow will keep up its support for the regime's anti-terror battle following the surprise announcement of a pullout of Russian forces from the war-torn country. Putin said the Russian intervention had largely achieved its objectives. The comments come amid fresh peace talks in Geneva, which began yesterday, aimed at resolving the 5-year Syrian conflict. Republican members will vote in 5 states, including the most important states of Florida and Ohio, and it is the last chance for the opponents of Donald Trump to halt his march towards the presidential nomination. UK's climate change envoy David King will embark on a 3-day visit to India from today to further strengthen bilateral cooperation in energy and climate change sectors. During his visit, David will meet with Indian officials and business leaders, besides speaking at the opening of the India Smart Grid Forum Week as well as the 9th FICCI India Climate Policy and Business Conclave. Citing the example of working with India and China to reach the Paris Climate Change Agreement, US President Barack Obama called for mobilizing the world to meet shared challenges like the threat posed by ISIS. He added that this includes strengthening international rules and norms that underline peace and security. World Consumer Rights Day is being celebrated today. It is an annual occasion for celebration and solidarity within the international consumer movement. The day is an opportunity to promote the basic rights of all consumers, for demanding that those rights are respected and protected, and for protesting the market abuses and social injustices which undermine them.